we go.
All right, happy June 3rd. Welcome, everybody. Look at all these smiling faces. If you could put in the chat where you're calling in from or videoing in from, I'm here in Homosassa, Florida, about an hour north of Tampa, and we are famous for manatees. My name is Chuck. We have an action-packed webinar tonight, probably about 45, 50 minutes. Hope you have a pen and paper, a good attitude, an open mind, and you're ready to learn. So let's do this. Real quick disclaimer up front. As always, individual results will vary. We're all independent associates, not corporate spokespeople. And any product we discuss is not designed to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. Pretty simple. This is our agenda, what we're going to cover. We're going to do an overview and welcome. We have a lot of announcements, some recognition. We're going to do some product and business training, maybe mastermind a little bit. So let's get into it. This is our upcoming webinar schedule. The next one will be July 1st, followed by August 5th, followed by September 2nd. We do the first Wednesday of every month, unless it's like a federal holiday, what have you. So I'm going to turn it back over to Landy real quick, and she can go through the next probably 8 or 9 slides. It's all information that you sent me, Landy.
All right, you guys, just want to give a little recognition and shout out here for everybody on the leaderboards. I'm not going to call you guys all out. We have our April leaders here. The top 3 on each side get that trip to Lifestyle. The ones on the left already earned the trip to Lifestyle, so they get some extra perks like a spa certificate and things like that. I don't know what all is going to be involved in that. And the ones on the field side, which on the right, get a fully paid travel and flight and everything to Lifestyle. Jennifer Floyd is on here. She won a trip. Also, Wendy Marquez. I don't know if she's on here or not. She won a trip. Kaylee Blessum. Who else did we have on here? Yeah. And then we had Myra and Wendy and all of them on there. We got Eddie and Janet and Wendy Sanders, Kathy Murray, all got invites. Michelle Carroll. All got invites to Lifestyle for making it onto the Power 6. So just huge congratulations to all you guys. Super proud of you. And then we have our back office live leaderboards. And then our team dominated on the customer side. So huge shout out to everybody. And you also get money when you get on these boards, guys. When you place in the top 3, you make 300, 200, or 100 on the top recruiter side, and then 200, 175 on the customer gatherer side. So huge shout out for everybody there. And you see some other names down there like Dr. Ivy and Michelle and everybody. Yeah, take a look at those names. Wendy Marquez, Wendy Sanders, Light Crew Consulting, Ivy Pruce, Carrie Wiley, Talia Likes, Samantha Meisner. Okay, those are all our team members, y'all. And then over on the right, we have some of you guys over there as well. So just super, super proud of you guys. Yay. Okay, next slide. Okay, these are just announcements. We went over this on our Coaches Corner call that we do every Thursday, but these are announcements to our corporate staff. We have 2 vice presidents of international, both adding a lot of professionalism and years of experience. And Rod Larson, too, has an incredible track record bringing other companies into multi-million and billion-dollar status. So we're super excited about where we're headed here internationally with Innovate, and just want to give these guys a big welcome. So if you see them on Facebook, welcome them to the Innovate family. All right, the corporate call we had just a minute ago, guys. I don't know how many of you guys were on, but we went over the new BV enhancements for our comp plan and what this is going to mean. You're going to be getting 3 times the amount of BV into your binary as you used to when you sell a pack. And because of going international, we have to make our comp plan more competitive for everyone, and so and more fair for the people over there. So this is what we've done, and this is how you can break even and also get in the profit. So if you do come in with a pack, you want to get your 2 people in with a pack and also teach that. And it just kind of shows you a breakdown of what happens when you do that. So if you sell 4 packs, you know, say you're brand new and you come in your first month, you sell 4 packs, you're going to get the $460. You're going to get 300 fast start, 60 for your team bonuses, because now you're getting that 150 instead of 50 into the binary. And this is also going to help your entire team more, because it used to we didn't have a lot of people getting doublers. You know, we might just have 70 a month, 80 a month on the whole company. Whereas this is going to actually have volume go all the way up the tree 3 times as much and help a lot more people make more money, which I love. And there's more exciting announcements coming at Lifestyle, so be sure you're there because everything's getting better. All right, yeah. Next is our announcements. Lifestyle's in full swing. I think our winners of the contest were emailed and announced and all of that. So those that need to book flights and rooms on your own, be sure you're getting that done because we are like, what, less than 3 weeks away. I'm so excited. And then, of course, the BV comp plan improvements we already talked about. And what we're working towards with that is a 70 BV to QV ratio, which is super exciting. So stay tuned, get to Lifestyle. You're going to get the first to know about all this if you get there. And I think we talked about all this. We are growing great in Southeast Asia. There's just big things happening. Australia is exploding. Lots going on the international front, which is exciting. We got our 5 sachet machine now installed in the warehouse. We have our 3 big warehouses. We're working with 15,000 square feet. We are prepared for massive growth, like Dr. K was saying on the call. And we're looking at these sachets that can hold liquid. So there's some stuff in the works product wise. And, Dr. K formulates everything himself. And so he takes his time meticulously with this. But it's exciting to know that we are working on some new products. So just stay excited and hopefully we'll hear more at Lifestyle. All right, Chuck, you want to take it over or you want me to keep going?
Keep going for a minute. I'll take.
This is our Barefoot Cruise Club. And if you'd like to join us on this cruise, you can go to simplesuccessteam.com. We probably need to put that on the slide somewhere. But yeah, simplesuccessteam.com. If somebody wants to type that in the chat, and that'd be helpful. And then if you go there and you click on cruise information, it's going to have all the information about our team cruise. Guys, it's really reasonable. It's like 8 days and we're going 4 different places. We're going to like the Dominican Republic, the Bahamas, British Virgin Islands. I don't remember where all we're going, but there's like 4 different stops. All your food is covered. It's all inclusive. So go check that out. And we'd love to see you there with us. It is not sponsored by Novate, but we go as a team. So everybody that can go, get there. It's going to be fun. Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Turn that off. Walt's calling. I guess he can't get on. Okay. Next
All
slide.
right, I got it. Thanks, Landy. I got it from here.
You got it from here. Okay, cool. I'll see what he.
All right, so this is our team overview and welcome. We just celebrated the 2-year anniversary in Novate. It's amazing how fast time passes. My initial goal when we first joined 2 years ago was to hit 5,000 team members by the 2-year mark. And as of the 2-year mark right now, we're at 4,700. So we're pretty close, a little bit less. And that's one thing about setting goals. Sometimes you surpass them. Sometimes you come a little bit short, but you're always better off because you set a goal. And I believe by this time next year, we will have at least 10,000 team members. That's the vision. That's the goal. And what you'll learn about network marketing too is as your team grows, it typically starts to grow faster because of the power of compounding. So the first couple hundred people is always the hardest. Once you get to 1,000 and then 2,000, it kind of takes on a life of its own. So big shout out to everyone on the team. No one has obviously myself, Landy, Kaylee, everybody. No one does this by themselves. This is a team sport. So we appreciate everybody, and we're glad that everybody's on as part of our team. So this is just some real quick recognition. We're going to start with the Wall of Fame, and I did update this. I went through our Facebook group, and we do these banners to recognize people as they move up through the ranks. And I think there's like 12 of these slides now but I like to just show everybody real quick. These are people who've hit at least 1 rank in the company, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 or 6 ranks. But I love seeing all these smiling faces. And what I don't want this to be for anyone is a comparison wall. This is just a way to give people a shout out, and we should all strive to make it on the wall. But if you fall short 1 month, it's not the end of the world. Just regroup, keep plugging away, and you will get there. And remember, the only person you compete against is yourself. Couple more. And I put the new ones on the last slide. We're still going. I don't want to go too fast, but fast. This is the newest one. I think I see some of y'all on here. Good job, everybody. I know Kathy, Wendy, Jennifer, Heather, Kathy again, Eddie. I know have all ranked up over the past 30 days. If I missed someone, I did not do it intentionally. I went through all the banners in the Facebook group. But great job, ladies, gentlemen, everyone who made it on the Wall of Fame. And let's all help one or two of our team members each get on the Wall of Fame, too. That's how you build a big team quickly. This is our directors club. I have no idea, honestly, at this point, if this is accurate or not. Landy's going to have to help me with this going forward. But we've had at least 17 people hit the rank of director. It might even be higher now. Big shout out Landy, Kaylee, Michelle, Amy, Sue, Nicole, Charity, Joe Leon, Julie, Dr. Ivy, Kathy, Holly, Lee, Get Healthy and Young, Wendy Sanders, and Myra, all on hitting director or above. And if someone's rank on here is wrong, just message me on Facebook and I'll update it for the next month. Shout out corner. I'm going to turn it back over to Landy real quick to do the shout outs.
Well, we've been doing shout outs this whole call, but yeah, just huge shout out to everybody that got on the leaderboard. Shout out to everybody who's showing up, who's getting out of their shell and contacting people, especially joining these international groups, messaging people, adding new friends, getting outside of your shell. Huge shout out to you guys. Wendy Marquez, congratulations again this month, winning that free trip. And always Michelle and Kaylee just for helping me lead, and Myra. You guys, I just greatly appreciate you guys so much, and I'm just so grateful for you.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to everyone who gave us about 45 minutes to an hour of their time tonight and showed up. I appreciate it. Let's keep this party rolling. And big shout out to Landy for setting the pace and leading by example. Great job. You go, girl. That takes us to our training. And we're going to start with some product training. I'm going to turn it over to the International Double Galactic Ruby Emerald Presidential Diamond Ambassador, Landy Martin. And she's going to talk about the Metaboliver 6 tonight.
Okay, Chuck, thank you. I learned from the best. Tonight we're going to talk about our Novate Metabolizer 6. And this is designed, of course, support your body's natural detox and metabolism. If you got somebody that's, having trouble with their liver, having some issues, this is a great thing to recommend. I know it really helped. We have a guy on our team, Spencer Williams. I don't know if he's on this call, but has really, really helped him with some trouble he was having with his liver. So it is part of our Lepti Trim weight and metabolic health system. However, it is a standalone product, and you can just take it for maintenance as well to help with your liver. It's designed to support your healthy liver function, natural detox, digestion, metabolic efficiency. And the liver performs well over 600 critical functions inside your body, and making it, essential for your overall wellness and weight management as well. So if you have a clogged liver, you're never going to lose weight. It's very important to make sure your liver is, clean. So why does that matter? Because the liver filters toxins out of the body, supports your fat metabolism, supports and regulates blood sugar, produces digestive enzymes and bile, supports your hormone balance, and converts nutrients into usable energy. So when the liver is functioning efficiently, your body is going to have better support for your metabolism, digestion, just your overall well-being. So what are the key benefits of Metabolizer 6? And I can't say that word, so that's what you're getting. Supports natural detoxification. It's going to help the liver naturally filter toxins and process those, right? And allows the body detox pathways to function optimally. It's also going to support healthy metabolism. So it is going to help support your metabolic health and your energy production, which is what your liver does. So it's got stuff in there that helps with that. Support a healthy enzyme activity and digestion, helping the body process nutrients more efficiently. It's also providing antioxidant support, helping protect liver cells from oxidative stress while also supporting long-term liver wellness. And it supports weight management efforts because by supporting the liver function and the metabolic efficiency, Metaboliver 6 complements a healthy lifestyle and weight management program. So the featured ingredients are the ingredient panel for Metaboliver 6 is a specific ingredient list that's not visible to the public because it is proprietary. There are some things I believe that you can see, like dandelion root and some other things on there. I don't have the bottle right in front of me, you guys, but there are scientific benefits to everything that Dr. K puts in his products. And, just remember, a healthy metabolism starts with a healthy liver. And so you can do that by getting this product. All right. Any questions? Back to you, Chuck.
All right, thank you, Landy. Great training as always. Before we go into tonight's scheduled training, we just have a few slides. This is really designed for people. This is your first time on our webinar, maybe even your second time, or you have someone new. These are the getting started steps. The most important step on here, and what you'll learn about me is I don't really like to read slides. You can do that, but the most important thing on this slide is to get with one of the income coaches, have them help you get started right. It doesn't take that long of a time, about an hour working with a coach. They're going to walk you right through step by step what you need to do to be successful. Very awesome. These are the company's income coaches. We're very fortunate to have Landy as one of the company's income coaches. He's the social media coach. We also have John. John is in our plugged in up line as well. But you can reach out to anybody on here, and maybe you resonate with someone different on this list, and that's okay. Pick any coach that you want. They don't get jealous who you work with. We're all here to help each other. So try a coach, try a couple different coaches if you don't hit it off, and find someone who's willing to help you in addition to your plugged in upline. These are the company training modules. I like to call this a Novate University. These are just some video training that they have in the back office that you can go through. These are the company websites. When you log into your dashboard, it has all the different websites. And I always tell people, make sure you send the relevant website to what it is, the person you're talking about. So if you're talking about weight loss, send them the weight loss link. If you're talking about colostrum, send them the colostrum link. That way it can be focused. They don't get information overload. And just pick the one that you think is most relevant to the person that you're talking with. All right. We have a great training tonight. I spent a few hours today making these slides, going through all of this. We're going to talk about how to recruit internationally. And I hope you have a pen and paper because it's not all going to look pretty, but it's going to be very, very helpful. So let's just get into this. This is the concept that you need to understand before you go and try to recruit anyone international. Is you're not trying to recruit a lot of people international. What some people do is they say, well, I want to go recruit 10 people in Australia. That is a recipe for failure. You want to sign up one person in Australia and taproot through them and build one monster solid international leg. It's much better to have one rock solid international leg than to have 5 weak ones. So just remember that. So and I'm not talking about signing people up and giving them away. I'm talking about if I sign up Debbie, I just see you here. I'm going to use you as an example. If I enroll Debbie tonight and Debbie's from Australia, once I sign up Debbie, I want to put down my recruiting mindset for a minute. And I want to say, Debbie, let's just help the closest 1 or 2 people you know who are entrepreneur minded or health minded who would benefit from these products. Say her 2 good friends or 2 associates or family, whatever, are Janet and Jen. Then what I want to do, I want to work with Debbie to help Janet and Jen. And I want to keep repeating that process until I find someone in that group. And it probably won't be Debbie. I'm not picking on you, Debbie. I'm just using you as an example in this example. It probably won't be the person that you enrolled. It'll probably be someone they enrolled or someone they enrolled or someone they enrolled who's going to be hungry. Okay. All the people can do good, but you're really looking for that one person who's hungry and who really, really wants it. And as you start working deep into that, I might have to sign up Debbie, who signs up Janet, who signs up Jen, who signs up Michelle, who signs up Kaylee. And Kaylee says, hey, let's get after it. Let's kill this. Now I'm going to work with Debbie, Janet, Jen, Michelle, and we're all going to work with Kaylee, and her business is going to get booming. And the benefit of doing that is now you've helped everybody by working down deep. And it's a lot easier for the average person to do that than it is to go sign up 20 or 30 people. So just remember that as we get into this. So there's 8 strategies that I know of in about 24 years of doing this. There's 8, but the first 4 are the money. The 4 optional ones, we're going to cover that too. And I'm going to share some secret tips. But the first 4 are where you're going to make your money because it's simple. It's something anyone can do. So let's just get into it. So so you want to start first. This is step number 1, and I'll have an action plan for you at the end of this training. But step 1 is you want to pick the country. So everybody write that down. Step 1, I want to pick the country that I want to focus on. So maybe your country is Australia. Landy, give me a couple other countries that we're expanding in. Thailand,
Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam,
Okay.
Singapore, Africa, South Africa. We're all over.
Beautiful. So Lanny just gave you 8 or 10 examples. Pick no more than two of those countries that you want to focus on. One ideally, but two that you feel most comfortable that you want to focus on. Because if you try to do all 8 or 10 countries, you're gonna dilute your focus and you're not going to be very effective. So focus on 1 or 2 countries. The next thing you want to do now is you want to look through all your friends list on Facebook and just see if anyone either of your friends is either from that country originally or they live in that country currently. The next thing you want to do is you want to look at all of your friends. So say Debbie and Janet, and I keep saying your name because you're the first 2 people I see here on the screen. But let's say Debbie and Janet are my Facebook friend, and they're both from Australia, and I'm trying to expand into Australia. Then I'm going to reach out to them about the products or the business. But where the real magic happens is, let's just say you have 100 friends on Facebook or 200 friends, but they each have 100 friends. Well, that's 20,000 potential people. And from that, you're probably going to find 5, 10, 20, 30 good contacts in the country that you're looking to focus on. So you're being very specific. You're scrolling through your friends list. You're not neglecting your friends of friends. And then what do you say to these people? That's what everybody wants to know. Chuck, what is the magic phrase? There is no magic phrase. Be authentic, be transparent, be honest. You can't go wrong doing any of those. So if Janet was my friend and she lived in Australia and we're Facebook friends, I would say something like this, hey, Janet, I just want you to know we've been friends on Facebook for a while. I'm expanding my business into your country. I'm looking for a couple entrepreneurial people to help me. Do you happen to know 1 or 2 good entrepreneurs or anyone who is looking for a new career or a new business? And the reason I use this approach, it's called the third party approach. I'm not asking her directly to do this. I'm asking her, does she know anyone? And the first thing the person is going to do when you ask them this, they're going to be like, yeah, I want to do that. So by not asking them directly to do it, you're asking them to take a look at it. So once again, hey, Janet, it's Chuck here from Florida. I'm going to be expanding my business into Australia over the next 3 or 4 months. I'm looking for a couple good people. Do you happen to have any close friends or people you know who are really good business people who are looking for a new career or a new business? And then I just pause and I wait. And Janet's going to say, well, yeah, I do, but what's this all about? That's what most people are going to do. They're going to say, well, hey, hey, Chuck, I got a couple sharp friends, but what's this all about? And then I would just say, I'm partnered with a great health and wellness company, and we just opened for business in your country, and I'm looking for people who want to be part of something ground floor. And if she said, that sounds interesting, then what I would do is I would send her the website with one of the videos so she could watch a video. You don't want to try to explain it in much detail. You want to stay kind of generic, let the third party tool do the selling for you. You're just kind of sifting and sorting. And then what you want to do is if I did that with Janet and I was brand new to Anoate, I would come back with my sponsor or one of my coaches, and I would say, what do I need to do to follow up with them? And they're going to help you follow up with them and get started. And once you sign up that first international person, you can skip the rest of these steps for now. You are focused on helping them tap into the people that they know, not their mom, their dad, their brother, the people they know who in their sphere of influence. And this works because you're being indirect. And I've never found a prospect offended by me approaching them indirectly. Some people get a little scared when you talk to them directly because they think you're trying to sell them something. But when you ask them indirectly, it kind of breaks down that barrier. So that's number one. Number two is if you have a team. If you don't have a team, you can't do this step. But if you have a team, you want to have everyone on your team do what we just did right there. Hey, I want everybody on my team who's willing, write down the names of 5 people you know who live internationally. That's it. Have a little contest. With say you have 2 team members, have a contest, and the winner gets say $5, whatever, bragging rights, whatever. Whoever comes up with the most friends that are international, they win the contest. Now you have all those contacts. You can work with them. So if you have a small team and they're willing to give you some international contacts, but you don't have a lot of international contacts yourself, that's okay. Just help your team do that and you'll be good to go. You'll be as busy as you want to be. So, I'll use Michelle as an example now. So maybe Michelle has a cousin in Brazil. Excuse me. Maybe she has a cousin in Thailand. Maybe she has a friend in Malaysia. I would say, great. How about we take a couple minutes and we reach out to them, and or I teach you how to reach out to them about a Novate. And chances are she's going to say, yeah, that'd be great. And then what you do, you just give them a little talk on what to say, how to do it. You can send them this video that we're recording right now. You can have a little script that you use yourself, but just keep it simple. I like this approach that I just shared with just about everybody. And the reason I like to focus on the recruiting side with international rather than the customer side with international. If you get one or two good recruiters, it's going to lead to hundreds of customers. So you can look for customers international too, but the fastest way to grow is to look for builders international and let them find the customers organically. But whatever option you like, you can do. That's just my suggestion. So this works because going back to this example, if Michelle had a cousin in Thailand, it's a lot easier for Michelle or me to contact him because we have a common friend. Michelle's our common friend. And you're going to have some team members who might have 4 or 5 good contacts internationally, but they're just scared to death to contact them. So as long as you get their permission, you can contact the people and just let them know you're contacting them on behalf of back to example, if I'm helping Michelle, I would say, hey, Joe, my name is Chuck. We've never met, but we both have a mutual friend, Michelle from Pennsylvania. How's it going? And then just start the conversation from there. And most people, they're going to listen to you if you have that mutual friend because there's that warm introduction. The next one, and this is the gold mine, but a lot of people do this wrong. So I'm going to give you some secrets on how to do this. So the best way to find international people is to look in specific Facebook groups. And I'm not talking about MLM groups. Okay. You don't even need to go to an MLM group. In fact, that's probably one of the worst things you can do. What you want to do is you want to write down, and we'll do this as an exercise together. Everybody get out a little pen and paper. We're going to come up with 10 or 12 ideas, and you can put them in the chat. Think of some keywords and type in the chat that people who buy an Novate product or join the business would be interested in. Maybe working from home, that might be one. I'll give you a couple. Keep typing them in. I'm going to go through them. Making money online, that might be one. What else? Losing weight, might be one. Maybe, and just hope you're writing these down too. Natural health might be one, and I'll start reading yours in a minute. Another one might be skincare or beauty. So I just came up with just 5, just in about 10 seconds off the top of my mind. Let's see what you all put in the chat. Okay, yeah, working from home. Stay at home moms. Oh wow, these are some good ones. Gut health, that's great. Stay at home moms. I'm just writing these down too, just to show you. Travel. Okay, so between the group and myself, in about 1 minute, we came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We came up with 8 categories of groups. So this is what you do. Let's say you pick Australia as the company that you want to focus on. That just appeals to you the most. You can go to Facebook groups. You can search for Australia work from home groups, Australia make money online groups, Australia losing weight groups, Australia natural health groups, Australia skincare and beauty groups, Australia gut health groups, Australia stay at home mom groups, Australia travel groups. That alone would probably get you a couple minutes that you could potentially reach. But then you could do it for every other country that we're expanding into too. You could do that for Malaysia. You could do that for Thailand. You could do that for Australia. And you will find an endless amount of prospects when you do this. Now, what most people are going to wonder is, okay, Chuck, I found a group about Australia, make money from home. What do I need to do now? Do I just go spamming people? No, the first thing you do is you just become active in that group. And if people ask, why are you why do you live in the US and you're in Australia group? You can just be awesome. Hey, I love Australia. Thinking about starting a business there. I've always wanted to go and visit. And you more than likely be welcome. And then what you're doing is you're just looking for people in that group that you can connect with. It doesn't mean you pitch them the first time you meet them, but you're adding them onto your prospect list where you're just kind of nurturing it a little bit. And within a short amount of time, maybe a week or two, you're reaching out to them about the business or the products after you've warmed them up a little bit. But these groups are really good because they're really targeted. And you can do this if you go on Chat GPT or you go on Google and you type in something like, "Give me 50 good keywords for people who like colostrum, want to lose weight, want to work from home, want to make money online, want to retire early." It'll give you 50, 100, 200 keywords, and then all you do is you go on Facebook and you search for the country code plus that keyword for the group, and you'll have an endless supply of people. And the last thing I want to say about this is you don't want to be in 5 or 10 or 15 groups. You want to be in 1 or 2 groups and be active and get to know people. It's a lot more effective to be more popular in one than it does to be unnoticed in 3, 4, 5 different groups. The last thing you want to do, well, not the last thing, but the last thing out of the first big four is you want to look for foreign influencers. This is one of my best recommendations. I like to be strategic about recruiting rather than just try to recruit everyone and anyone. Ask yourself, who would be my dream associate if I could recruit them into my business? What type of person am I looking for? I could tell everybody right now what type of person you're looking for. You're looking for someone with a little bit of confidence. You're looking for someone who wants more out of life. You're looking for someone with a good attitude. You're looking for someone with a good work ethic, and you're looking for someone ultimately that is respected by a decent amount of people. They have influence. Maybe they're a pastor of a church. Maybe they're the president of the PTA group. Maybe they are. Maybe they run a local Toastmasters group and they're the president of that. Maybe they have 5, 10, 15,000 Facebook followers. But you want to look for people who have that. And when you join one of these groups, you can do that. You could pick 10 or 15 people a day from the group and just go look at their profile and see, hey, does this person have a following? Are they, do they have a good attitude? Can you tell, do they have a good attitude? Are they positive, or is everything they're posting negative? And this just lets you work smart. And if you sign up even one of these people, you have a much higher likelihood of your business growing faster than someone that doesn't have some of those. Doesn't mean you shouldn't talk to other people as well, but you can be strategic and really work smart. So maybe going back to the Australia example, maybe you could join a group about weight loss in Australia, and then just start looking through the members. Which ones have a lot of following? Which ones are really active on Facebook? And then what do you say to these people? That's what everyone is usually wondering. And I would say something as simple as this. I'll use Wendy as an example this time. Let's say Wendy is a fitness coach in Australia, and I'm just picking random names I see here. I'm not picking on anyone in particular. So Wendy is a fitness coach in Australia. I found her on a Facebook group. I would say, hey Wendy, I found you in the following Facebook group. I can tell we have some of similar interests. I also noticed that you have a very large Facebook following and people respect what you have to say. Would you be open if I could share a product with you that would be a good fit for your audience that you could also make an additional income with? Something as simple as that. Because most people who have a large following online, to be honest with you, they're not really making a lot of money because they don't know how to monetize their following. So you're showing them how they can help the people that they serve, but how they can also help themselves make an extra income by recommending things that their crowd, that their following would benefit from. So not everyone you talk to, of course, is going to say yes, but if you reach out to even 20 influencers and even one of them says yes, it's well worth your time. So just something to think about. In step 5, well, we'll get into that. So this is one of my secret strategies. This is like a 20-plus-year-old recruiting strategy, and most people have never done this. So let's say that you want to focus on Thailand. Thailand is a very, very good MLM country, one of the best, good country to focus on. But let's say you don't know anyone in Thailand. You've scoured Facebook. Well, you should find people if you scour Facebook, but let's say you don't use Facebook and you want a different option. One thing you can do is you can go online and you can do a quick little Google search. So let's just say you pick Thailand, and you can go to Google and you can say, give me a list of newspapers in the United States with the most Thai readers, the most Thai viewership. And it's going to tell you. I did it earlier on Google. It took like 5 seconds. And it will give you a list of newspapers with the most readers from specific countries that you put. Then what you could do is you could put an ad in one of those little newspapers and advertise right here in the US and reach people who are from that country but who are currently living either part-time or full-time in the United States. No, by the way, they have a lot of contacts back home, so they're a great person to bring into the business and do that. And then you would just simply chase their contacts with them after you sign them up. So that's one good option. Oh, one more thing about this. People might be wondering, well, Chuck, what do I put for an ad? Anything. Make money from home. Start a side hustle. Build an international business with your cell phone. That's one of my favorite ads. Build an international business with your cell phone. Ask me how. Pretty simple. Help people improve their life and get paid to do it. Ask me how. Any little simple ad. Don't say a Novate. Don't sound like a typical MLM person. Get a little bit creative. Think outside the box, and that will work. The next one is, and this is not for most people, but if you are in a good financial spot, some people are, some people aren't, and you have the time, you can travel abroad. A lot of leaders in the industry, they go over to a country for 1 to 4 weeks. They do a bunch of meetings, they meet with all their contacts, and they do a face-to-face. And what a lot of people, especially if you're new to MLM, you might not realize in a lot of countries outside of the US, it's a lot more social, it's a lot more face-to-face, it's a lot more community, a lot less isolation. People, they really want to be part of something, they like to get together, have fun. I know there's some people in the US who like to do that too, but there's a lot more people collectively abroad who like to do that. So and that's all about a connection. When you travel to another country as a network marketer from the US, they're going to be like, wow, Janet came all the way from the United States to Australia. That's an American network marketer, and they came over here. They must be serious. I mean, because a non-serious person's not going to do that. So that's one good way to get some credibility. And what's really cool is if this is something that you do want to do, you can get with all your team members, get a list of all their contacts, and you can just go meet with all their contacts when you're in that country, and you'll have a ever-growing list of people that you could work with. Now, if money's tight, if you're struggling to pay the bills right now, and that's okay. We all go through hard times. This is not a good strategy that I recommend. But if you are in a good place and you have the time, this is something that might be worth considering. Next one is YouTube. And YouTube is a great way to recruit internationally because you can use certain keywords. You can do SEO. So going back to Australia, does everybody remember a few minutes ago, we made a list of all those keywords. We came up with work from home, make money online, losing weight, natural health, skincare and beauty, gut health, stay-at-home moms and travel. Those were the 8 words we came up with. Well, now if you wanted to, you could just make a short little YouTube video about each one of those subjects, but put Australia in the title too. So how to work from home in Australia, my best strategy. That's a good idea for a video. How to make money online in the Down Under. That's another good title for a video. How to be an Aussie and lose weight without being miserable. There's another title for a movie. Natural health secrets for my Australian friends. There's another title for a video. I'm just making these up as I go down this list. Skincare and beauty tips for Australian women over 40. Great video. Gut health tips for men in their 40s in Australia. Another great video. And the list goes on. So once you have these keywords and you're wondering how to come up with titles, just go back to my friend ChatGPT, type in those keywords and tell it, hey, ChatGPT, give me the list of 10 good titles I could make for short videos for people in Australia who are looking to work from home, learn about colostrum, make money online, retire early, start a home-based business, whatever it is you want to focus on. And now you've got these short little YouTube videos on. And the beauty of a YouTube video is it works 24/7. And you only need one of the right people to see it. That's it. You need one right person to see it. You put your little link and information below the video. You're probably wondering, Chuck, what do I say in the video? What do I put in the video? Well, you don't talk about a Novate specifically. You don't even talk about the product specifically. You make a value-driven short video that piques people's curiosity, and you tell them, hey, if you'd like to learn more about this topic, hit me up in the description box below this video. I've got my link, my email. You can get in touch with me and let's chat. Simple as that. That's going to draw in a lot more people than just saying a Novate and putting your Novate link. You want to focus on curiosity. That's really what sells. And then the last one is search engine optimization. This is number 8 out of the 8. And remember, folks, these last 4 strategies are really the more advanced ones. I don't recommend you do all of them at once. Maybe you pick one advanced one and then you focus on the basics. But if you enjoy search engine optimization, this is how I pretty much built my MLM for 15, almost actually probably longer than that, 16, 17 years now. You just basically you focus on keywords and you create content on the internet, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's on MLM Gateway, whether it's on any site. You post valuable content, and then people they read your content and they find you. You might be wondering, Chuck, what do I make content about? Same things we just talked about, because you're trying to reach people in a certain country. So you would create a piece of content about how to start a side hustle in the Philippines. That's a good one. Best ways to work from home, or best ways to earn from home in South Africa. And this works because when people find your content, people were looking for that content. That's the right type of person that you want to talk with. And they're going to reach out to you, which makes your life a lot easier. So this right here, this is your action plan. I hope you take a picture of this slide. It's the one slide. This sums everything up. If you're wondering, what should I do with my new people? What should I do? This is what I want to do. Step 1, you want to pick 1 or 2 countries. Okay. I rarely recommend 1, but if you're really brave, you can do 2 countries. You want to search through all your contacts, whether it's your email, your phone, Facebook, social medias, and you want to see if you know anybody in that country that you have not previously reached out to. Chances are you haven't. And number 3, you want to join 1, 2, at most 3 Facebook groups that are exclusive to that country, geared around things that you're interested in, and geared around things where people in that group might be interested in something like this. I'll give you an example. You could join a group like Fishing in the Philippines. If you love to fish, that would be a great group to join. Now you have all the people who live in the Philippines who love to fish in that group. You can be an active member, talk about something you're passionate about, meet new friends, and have an endless supply of people that you could share the products with, or business with. And then step 4 is to, as you do steps 1 through 3, every day, maybe spend 5 or 10 minutes and look for an influencer in the country that you're going after. It could be a health influencer, a weight loss influencer, a beauty influencer, a work from home influencer, skincare influencer, anything you think of, and reach out to them using the approach that we talked about. Hey, I see you have a large following on Facebook. That's absolutely amazing. I bet it took you years to do that. I see you provide a lot of great content, and this might be a shot in the dark, but I was just wondering if you were looking for an additional way to monetize the following that you've already built. Most people, like I said, who have a following, they're not making anywhere near the money they want or deserve because they don't know how to do that. They know how to build the following, but they don't know how to monetize it. So you're showing them now how to monetize that following. And then finally, number 5, you want to help your team members, as many team members as possible, do these steps 1 through 4. Could you imagine what your group would look like if you had even 5 people doing steps 1 through 4? I mean, you'd be busy if 5 people each, reached out to 5, 10 people a day doing these different strategies. Your business would grow and you would get some international folks. And then as you help your team members do steps 1 through 4, if you want to, you can work through strategies 5 through 8. You don't have to, but if you want to diversify and do even more, you could. So, Lanny, before I do the conclusion and wrap this up, is there anything you want to add that I might have missed?
Just phenomenal. Very helpful for me. I mean, I've been taking, I don't know, what do you want to call it, a fire hose approach, because I joined like a million groups and just ignorance on fire, right? But I like what you said about focus, because anytime we focus our efforts on something, we're going to do a better job of creating that rapport, creating, warming them up. The one thing I thought of is something that I know that Spencer Williams is doing. When you go to local restaurants, Thai food, we all love Thai food. We all love Chinese food. In fact, Hayes and I went today after getting his tire fixed and had Chinese food. But a lot of these people that work there and also own these restaurants have family over in Vietnam. They have family over in Thailand, whatever. So that's another great place to network and hand your card out. So I just thought of that while you were talking, but really, really great, awesome tips as always. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lynn. And I'd just like to add one more thing. You'll learn it as you do this more, but when you talk to international people about a business opportunity, 99 out of 100 times, they're much more open than an American is about a new business. And the reason is a lot of these countries by default, they have to be entrepreneurial or they don't eat. I mean, most of these countries, they have large families. They're very close knit. They all own a business or two or three or four, and they're always trying to level up. So the resistance barrier from my own personal experience doing this over 2 decades is much lower in many of these countries outside the U.S. And I'm not bashing Americans. We just have it good here. You know, we have the standard of life we have here in America. It's better than most countries in the world. And most of these other countries that we're expanding in, they don't have the same standard of life, and they're hungry for an opportunity. And all we have to do is share it to them. Doesn't mean every single person is going to see it or do it, but a lot of them will. And then finally, remember this: you're really trying to build one large international leg. That is a lot better than having 5 weak legs or 10 weak legs with 1 or 2 people. I'd rather see you have one international leg with 1,000 people in it than 10 with 100 in it each, because it's solid, it's strong, it's gonna grow on its own. And then once you get it going, if you want to go start a second leg, international. But you could do fine. You could say, you know what, I'm going to start a leg in Thailand, get that going. Then I'm going to start a leg in the Philippines and get that going. Then I'm going to start a leg in Australia, get that going. Then I'm going to retire. I'm going to spend 4 months in Thailand, 4 months in the Philippines, 4 months in the third country. I'm going to write it all off and I'm going to live the dream. I mean, that's a good strategy if that's something you want to do. So that's my conclusion. This is the book of the month, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. Sarah Robbins, she's one of my favorite networkers. Unfortunately, her company did shut down, but she was making over $1 million a month, and she was a teacher. I'm not affiliated with her, but I just have a lot of respect. She is an amazing woman, as many of you are on this call as well. If you have not read this book, get it. It's one of my favorites, definitely a top 5. It's How to Become a Network Marketing Rock Star. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Landy, and we can close out the call for the night.
Woohoo! Go Chuck! Y'all give it up for Chuck in the chat. Is he not such a rock star and a master recruiter, a top recruiter in the industry for over 20-something years? Always has so many golden nuggets for us. Oh, look at all the hearts and all the love you're getting, Chuck. Phenomenal class. I love your idea about placing ads too. Like that's really getting outside of the box for a lot of us. But I love that, and I might want to talk a little bit more with you about that. So yeah, huge shout out to everybody. Thanks for getting on the call. Every time you get on here, you're getting, even if it's just one nugget, right, that can help you put something into your business that's going to take you to the next level. Like we talked about, you don't stay in one place. You're either moving towards your goals or you're moving away from your goals. So, by showing up tonight, you're taking that step closer to where you want to be. So huge shout out and congratulations to you all for doing that. And with that, we will be back here next month after Lifestyle. I'll be seeing a lot of y'all at Lifestyle. I'm so excited. I think that's all. Did I miss anything, Mel? Is there any other calls or announcements? All right. Awesome, you guys. Bye. Thank you, Chuck. You rock.
Bye,
Love you, Mel. Bye, guys.